The best taco at home. I've been a professional cook for over 10 years, and today I want to show you some of my favorite tacos. Now, I've been scanning the comments because I asked you guys which tacos are the best, and I'm cooking them at home. Now, I know this might not be all the best tacos, so please let me know which ones I missed, and I'll try to get to it in the next video.
Okay, man, here are some tacos that you'll probably actually want to make this week. Judging by you guys, you know some delicious things. So, Asuma00, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, mentioned the French taco when I was asking what it was because I saw it all over the internet. JCD's says it's like a regular taco, but it's served with spite and disdain. That sounds like the French way to me. All right, man, so the French taco. This was born, obviously, in France in the early 2000s. Now, in the early 2000s, what was it? It was a bunch of street vendors serving shawarma, chicken shawarma, gyro, and then from what I'm reading, they started experimenting with tortillas instead of pita. It's sort of like, imagine like a hybrid between panini and a burrito. That's from what I'm seeing online. It looks freaking delicious. I feel like I've had it in some form or another, but just without the French fries. I'm assuming that's why they call it a French taco, because of the French fries, correct me if I'm wrong, but it also has just like North African flavors in it. That probably has to do with the harissa. I love that spice, by the way. I am making just a simple shawarma spice right now. I want to keep it just kind of simple, classic, to the point. Now, I'm sure they sell a shawarma spice at the store. If you find it, might as well just go with that. Or you don't even have to do shawarma for this. You could just do straight up salt and pepper. But I love shawarma. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but there's a chain called O Tacos in France, and they pretty much popularized this. It became like even more popular than McDonald's down there. Pretty wild. So yeah, I mean, thanks to O Tacos for this one right here. I mean, I grew up with tacos, so I gotta say this is not a taco to me. This is definitely like a burrito with just other fixings, but I'm for it. I don't care. I'm not one of those gatekeepers that's gonna be like, that's not a taco, don't call it that. I don't care. If it's delicious, it doesn't matter. Add some salt to this. And that's just your basic chicken shawarma. Now, you could just put turmeric in this. I'm leaving the turmeric out. Sometimes I don't like turmeric, just tastes kind of like dirt to me. I don't know if you guys have that, but it's just kind of tastes like dirt to me, just how it is sometimes. Typically for a shawarma, I think they do like a chicken breast. What do you guys think? I think it's chicken breast. I like thighs. I think thighs are so delicious. If you could find the boneless, skinless ones, go ahead. I couldn't find them. I used to debone so many of these when I worked catering. We would make these little chicken satays, little chicken skewers. I had to debone so many of these damn things. These are great for stock. Am I recording? Yeah, sometimes I forget to press record and I get the whole damn shot done. And yeah, it sucks because then I have to do it again, or I don't have it, so I can't do it again. Okay, we're recording. That's good. Yeah, I'm just removing the skin and then the bone, and there you go. You just want to be left with a little boneless, skinless chickie. Breast or thighs or whatever you got. A little rice oil. I just use rice oil because it's neutral. A lot of people ask me why. A lot of people are actually even confused about it. Like they didn't even know it existed. It's just a good neutral oil. I mean, what do you guys use? I like to just use a neutral one, just keep it flavorless. There was a point in time where I was just like all about tallow and kind of against the seed oils for a bit, but it's actually pretty much fine. It depends on how you treat it though. Like if you take the seed oils to a certain temp, like I actually have a list on my wall. There's like ways you should treat the oils. Once you've taken like say the rice oil to 400, it's pretty much toast. Then it's gonna like release all these like bad things for you. Anyways, look at this. So, I mean, preferably I would just want to marinate this, but it's gonna be good either way. We used to do chicken shawarma with leftover chicken, just mix this spice with like shredded chicken, which honestly, that could be the move. Just mix it with like some leftover shredded chicken, put it in a burrito, call it a day. I mean, that's probably what I would want to do for like an easy weeknight meal. But for this, like I'm gonna have enough chicken for the week. This is gonna be good, like even on rice. Sounds good to me. A little oil down on that. Chicky on a skillet. Man, that smells so good already. Just this shawarma spice alone. I would honestly want to put this shawarma spice on some ground beef. That'd be really good too, some ground beef burritos. Gonna season that, some salt. All right, a little flippy flip on these guys. Beautiful. Now at this point, I'm just gonna do like a little more oil. You'll see why. It goes right on top, okay? Right on top of there. These are going right on top too. And then we're just gonna walk this on over. Man, that's heavy. Oh my gosh. That's going in a 400-degree oven. Here's the thing. I'm putting those potatoes in there because they say to use French fries for the French taco. Yeah, I have French fries. I have a big bag of these Lamb Weston ones they sent me. Actually, these are really good. They use these in some burger spots around Seattle. But anyways, I just thought it'd be good to have a beautiful smashed potato and then like pan fry that off. So that's what I'm gonna do. And also it's a really cool move. This is something I got from Sean Brock, very famous chef in the South. You take the potatoes and you put that on top to weigh the chicken down. It works really well with a full bird. If you were to be cooking a full bird. But anyways, now here's this method I got from working a lot of events at a Greek restaurant called Lola in Seattle. I mean, honestly, every event, get your handy dandy mug. My ma got me this one, my birthday, really fun. And this is it. The potatoes, thanks to movie magic, these are cooked through. Just do this, little smashy smash. They're already fully chilled. And there we go. There we go. Beautiful smashed pot on the tray. Bunch of smashed potatoes. This is actually something I've had before because I do like kebab. I just never knew there was a name for it. It's called Algerian sauce. So the name is actually quite deceiving. I just found that Algerian sauce isn't actually Algerian. It was born in France to cater to those kebab shops. It was born in France in like the late 90s, 2000s area. I mean, you guys ever been to one of those shops and you just drown it in those packets? It's just so good. That and the garlic sauce. I freaking love the garlic sauce. But yeah, this one you would usually get a ketchup from what I see. I'm using tomato paste because you could use ketchup or the classic is tomato paste. And then we're gonna do some of this harissa in there. A little sweet red chili. Little limon zest. I don't think it normally has limon zest, but I think why not? Add some more brightness and freshness to it. And then we're gonna add some limon juice. Beautiful. I mean, we just gotta take a moment too to just admire how pretty the colors are here. Like, just look at how pretty these colors are, right? Look at that. Yeah, so that, then some salt, a little whiskey whisk. That looks really good. I think I'm gonna like that. A little taste. Ooh, that is nice. Smoky, the sweet chili. I actually kind of want a little more limon juice in there. I like things really bright and sour. That's just how I like my stuff. Oh God, that is a beautiful sauce, my friends. I would put this on everything. Thank you to the French and the Algerians for making this sauce because it's so good. Okay, now there are times where people will ask me, hey, where is the recipe? Where can I find it? Usually I would put it on my website. I don't have that right now. My girlfriend's actually building the website for me. She knows how to do those things. I'm just gonna put it all in the description. So if you want the recipes, it's all in the description down below. I like to say recipes are more of a roadmap rather than an instruction manual, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like a guideline. We got a taste here, here, and there, here, and there. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that what you think? That is a really good sauce. Okay. Let's look at our finished bird. Oof. There's the finished bird. Beautiful. Beautiful. As you can see, we've got like a nice crust going on from all that flattening. Also, look, that bird is still super juicy. Do a quick little choppy chop on this. Chicken shawarma time. Yeah. You wanna try that? That is money. That's so good. I'll just eat that on rice. All right, time to put all this stuff together. Got the tortillas, chicken, sauce, all that stuff. Okay, down to this. We've got potatoes. Just doing a little quick fry on all of that. These can actually go back in the oven because they're not fully cooked. I will see you later. Okay, simple little heat on our flour tortillas just to wake them up. See, I think this is nicer than just a regular old French fry. A nice crispy smashed potato, beautiful fluffy in the inside. I think that's gonna be good. Okay, enough of that. I'm doing just some cheese. This is jack cheese. I hear that they use cheese sauce too. I mean, whichever you want to do. I'm not going to make a cheese sauce just for this. I don't see the point. Maybe an American cheese sauce, but I think that'd be like a whole other thing, you know? Okay, so there's our chicky. And our beautiful crispy potatoes. Just 2 big coins in each. Look at that. Money. Then our Algerian sauce in each one. Oh my God, that looks so money right there. Now, if you could find some bigger wrappers, I say go ahead, because you're gonna want to stuff these. Okay. That worked. A little envelope. I actually used to make so many burritos at a Mexican restaurant. Tons of these. Okay, I'm gonna throw cheese down. Then I'm just gonna lay it on the cheese. And then go ahead and sort of panini press it, you know what I'm saying? So I bring this here so you can see the flippy flip. Look at that. That is a chicken shawarma, my friends. Let that go a little bit on this side. Crisp it up a touch. Nice. Well, let's just go ahead and cut right into it. Look at that. That is money. It's a French taco. You see that? Oh man, you gotta try this. This just might be one of my favorite burritos. I love it. The sauce combo with this is absolutely delicious. It reminds me of like a breakfast taco with these potatoes. I can't get over how much this reminds me of chorizo con papas. I mean, it's so good. I don't even know what to say. I mean, nothing more to say about it, man. This has to be one of my top favorite ways to have a burrito. Now, this is so freaking good. What do you think? What do you think about it?
I think I need this weekly now.
You need it weekly?
It's so good.
Yeah, this is money. Okay. This next one is gonna be really good too, and just like this, very easy. On to the flauta. So the flauta, it's believed to have started in somewhere in central northern Mexico. Now look, man, I am from the border, which is on the northern part of Mexico, Tamaulipas, Matamoros. I'm from Brownsville, Texas. It's a really interesting place. Honestly, like if you want to leave my town, you have to have an ID or passport and prove you're American. It's kind of a different world. This one is very close to me because I grew up on flautas. My grandma made me flautas all the time. Taco Time has their version of the flauta. I think they call it like they call it the crisp taco at Taco Time. Right now I'm making what I would think is like a Seattle version of a flauta. And look, this is very simple. We used to sell something like this on a menu when I worked at a Mexican spot here. You can use just leftover chicken, okay? A little leftover chicky rotisserie if you want. Use whatever. Mix it up with these ingredients I'm gonna show you. And also, it was called flauta, I think, because it looks like a flute when you roll it up. Fun fact, I don't know. Okay, so check this out. This is one of the easiest things you can make in just batches. I'm gonna combine some things that are pretty much all made. There's really not much cooking to this at the end of the day. I'm gonna add some pickled jalapeno. And I think this is a really good addition. Nice like acidic pop and a kick as well. I love the carrots. You guys ever eat the carrots in these cans? These are the best. They're so good. Oh, tea? Thank you. Tea break. That's so good. Thank you. With everything that we're mixing with the cream cheese, I mean, you could think of it like the Seattle version of the flauta. This is like our everything bagel up here, I guess you could say. A little garlic crispies. If you don't have this, I mean, garlic powder is also great, but I just like the crunch that you get out of these. Really good. Also adds like a really strong garlic flavor. Found these at my Asian store here. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab some spices for this. I think that'll do, that'll do. I mean, you could really just spice this with what you want. I like to add some sort of chili, some sort of like smokiness, coriander, cumin. Those are always like really good in, Mexican food. I'm usually not too heavy on the cumin. I'm just not much of a cumin fan, but in small batches I am. That is Matt's super secret spice mix. Actually, just kidding. It's in the recipe down below. Okay, that. Paprika. I am all out of paprika. Oh no. Now here is time for a super secret trick. When it comes to birds, and they're already fully cooled, and say you want to have like a quick shredded chicken. I'm sure a lot of you know this, but just in case you don't know this, you can actually just, let me rip this off with my hands first. You could just toss it in whole like that. No need to like fully shred it. The mixer is gonna do all the job for you. Now, of course, when doing this, we gotta watch out for bones because the mixer is just gonna shred everything up, and you don't wanna have someone swallow a bone. That would be no bueno. Oh look, make a wish. Just kidding, I already did it for you. Okay, there's that, and this is gonna be stock. A little bit of salt. There we go. This will do the rest for me. I mean, think of it like a chicken salad taco. At the end of the day, this is chicken salad, right? I mean, if you don't have a mixer, just shred it by hand. But I mean, what you get with the mixer is just so nice. That's what I want. Spice it up with what you want, people. This is what I want. Smoky, delicious, nice pop and heat from that jalapeno. Honestly, I think this would crush with some Doritos, but that's just me. Delicious.
Do we have Doritos?
Probably. So I got these extra large tortillas. I don't know if I'd recommend making your own tortillas for this, just because it's, I mean, you're gonna fry it at the end of the day, you know? Let's see, just do like even scoops on each one. I mean, this is what I would do at one of the spots called Cantina Leña. And we would actually rotate our specials, you know? There were some times we'd do like a cochinita pibil flauta. We kind of do the same with the cream cheese. I remember we did a Seattle dog flauta, you know, some hot dog, cream cheese, the jalapeno. That was really bomb. I mean, just have fun with it. Like I said, it's really just like a chicken salad taco. When I was a kid, the ones my grandma made me, they were always just simple chicken flautas, like shredded chicken, very simple. They were delicious, and she would serve it to me with just sour cream, and that was what I was happy with. I was so happy with that. I like to sort of flatten mine out on all four sides. That's one. Looks like a flute, right? Flauta, flute. All right, my friends. Let me know if this is a cool view, by the way. If you guys like this, I'll just continue using this. Okay, so touch of oil on my little comal. This is rice oil. Any sort of like neutral will be fine. Swipe that down a touch. And we don't want to do it too crazy. This is mainly just to seal it, all right? I don't want to like go too hard. I have medium heat right now. Sway that down a bit. And then that's pretty much it. Just flip it and get to it. I just want to take this moment to mention how when you're cooking, it's nice to have multiple things going at once. Like I've got these flautas going, but look, I took the opportunity to start some stock, you know, I have some stock going, and then I have my oven going right there because I'm actually roasting off a bird. And you know, you can just do multiple things at once, just have things simmering here and there. Take opportunities, you know. I could have thrown those bones away, but I'm doing that. Just little opportunities here and there. Okay, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Pull these guys off real quick. That is flautas, my friend, flautas. Now that I think about it, I never had to worry about this at work, but at home it makes sense. You got a giant flauta, you want to make sure it fits in the vessel before you fill it with oil. You know, something big enough, like just measure it out. If not, just cut the sucker in half, you know. I'm using peanut oil to fry. A lot of people always ask me, what oil do I use to fry? This case, it's peanut oil. For most cases, it's peanut oil. I just like it. It's a good neutral oil, has a high smoke point. I will not reuse it though, because once you use it, like it gets highly damaged. And also, when you're at home, you're just using so little amounts of oil that you can't really reuse it that much, like at a restaurant, because it's like super full. But I would highly recommend this. If you want to reuse it, I would recommend like a beef tallow. That would be really good to reuse. Anyways, yeah, that's my oil rant. All right, my friends. Oil is about, I think, where I want it to be. 325, 350. That's kind of like where I want to be. Yeah, there we go. Sweet spot, 340. Okay, I got a little rack here. This is my station. This is my workstation, all right? I'm probably obviously not going to fry all of these right now because I'm not going to eat them all. You can refrigerate the rest. Pop that guy in. Maybe pop another guy in. Why not? Oh, can we fit another one? I don't need another one. I don't need another one. The other ones are getting saved for later. So pretty much everything here, man, is cooked. So all I'm looking for here is a little golden brown delicious, a little GBD, okay? I'm not cooking anything, so we don't really need to temp it. Just look at the color. That's all we gotta do. Okay, so here's another thing that we would serve at work. Tapatio sour cream. I love Valentina. I mean, if you know, you know. Valentina, that's the move. This is a really, really easy condiment that you're gonna wanna keep in your fridge. Actually, would put a squeezy bottle in my fridge most times. It's just sour cream plus your favorite hot sauce. In this case, it's gotta be Valentina. Tapatio is great too. And that's it. You just give it a little whisk. As you saw, I just kind of eyeballed it. I really do think Tapatio or Valentina sour cream makes a great addition to your fridge. There it is. Okay, what I like to do here, I mean, just let's take a moment to just admire this guy, huh? I want to cut this guy up. I mean, just listen to the crunch already. I mean, this is all the fixings. This, pickled O's. I've got pickled onions on the channel. So many recipes on that if you want to learn how to make it. Look at that, a little tapatio, sour cream, and some greenery, some beautiful herbage. And then our pickled O's. Beautiful. My gosh, that looks so good. Want some of that?
Yes.
Give it back. I need it for a picture. That's so money. This filling is so good. Creamy, smoky. This is a beautiful use of leftover chicken. Delicious. What do you think about it?
It's so good. The sauce really makes a big difference.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, there it is, the flauta. All right, to the next taco.
I grew up in the Rio Grande Valley. And in the Rio Grande Valley, South Texas, the border of Matamoros, it's a town that has its own specific style of taco. Actually, the whole region does. Now, Matamoros used to be the town I'm in, but of course the Mexican-American War changed that, and we're left with Brownsville, Matamoros, separated by a river. Now, I was even on the phone with my mom talking about this. She doesn't even know that there's a style of taco for where we're from. I've never found this style of taco anywhere else in the country. We're just like in our own little world down there. Like even when you drive 3 hours north, you have to show proof of identification just to travel north. And that's after 3 hours of driving. So that just goes to show the disconnect. Anyways, this taco that I grew up with is a very simple one. And back home, we call these places taquerias that serve them. Now at a taqueria, you're gonna get your choice of meat. The choice of meat is usually tripa. You can get the tripa really crispy. If you don't know what that is, that's intestine. Barbacoa, al pastor. But the main one that I would always get is beefsteak. Now beefsteak, it's usually like a top sirloin or a skirt steak. Now in this case, I'm doing a skirt steak. I wanted to do a barbacoa for this one. It's a very big tradition to have barbacoa on a Sunday back home. But I wanted to keep this very simple because barbacoa can take a while to braise. Unless you have a pressure cooker, then have at it. One of the big determining factors that I will tell you is a dead giveaway if I know these are served Rio Grande Valley style or not, is the onions. Now, this is something I don't see anywhere else, and it makes sense that it's served like this back home. So it's very meat forward. Everything is cooked with the meat. It's all on the plancha, cooked with the fat from the meat. Even the tortillas are soaked in that fat from the plancha from the beefsteak. Now, these onions, they're basically going to soak up all the beautiful fats from the meat, and we caramelize them with it. Now, if you don't have the beef tallow or anything like that, it's fine, just caramelize them. But I'm just gonna say, for me, I have to have caramelized onions with the tacos for me to feel nostalgic, you know? It's a really big determining factor for me. So why doesn't every other taco come with caramelized onions? It just makes so much sense. Beef fat, of course, in the pan, just to mimic that beautiful beefy flavor. I tried to do the whole thing where I show it to you with the beautiful camera, but I can't. We're gonna go to the actual burner over here. Of course, season with salt. With my onions, I like to go with some high heat for the initial, and then I get some color. What I do is I deglaze with a touch of water. I really scrape it down, and that helps me to build the fond and get more color. I just keep repeating that process, and it takes me maybe like 5-ish minutes to caramelize onions rather than like 30 minutes. It's great. While that's happening, I'm going to show you one of the easiest salsas you can make, and also just one of my absolute favorites. I remember this stuff I could just eat by the cupful. It's so freaking good, and the spicier the better for me. Now the thing is, all of the stuff in here is fresh. Nothing is cooked, so it's very quick. You know, typically you want to roast things for your salsas, which is great. Now for a salsa taquera, it's just like, there's anything green, you know? We got limes in here, which I like to go heavy on the limes. And then jalapeno, if you want to make it even spicier, serrano. And then this is where the onions come in. So tossing in my chopped up onion, some more greenery, cilantro. I used to hate this stuff when I was a kid. I didn't want it in my tacos.
And now I just love it. Can't get enough of it. So the cilantro goes in there. And then, of course, garlic. My garlic is downstairs, and I'm not going to go down for that. So I'm just going to use garlic powder, which is fine. It's just more concentrated. And then oil. Any sort of neutral oil will do. I've been really loving extra virgin olive oil these days. Though this is not typical, I like it. I like the taste. So yeah, this is pretty much all of it. Now here is where it gets really Mexican. And you're not going to see this most anywhere else. Mexican, okay? You're going to find this everywhere in the valley. This is a Knorr bouillon cube. Doesn't have to be Knorr, but like, you know, just bouillon. And this just gets tossed in. I'm probably just going to do half of the cube because it's so powerful. I swear, they put it in everything down there. My Aunt Jackie will put this stuff in everything, and she swears it's like the secret. It's not a secret. Everyone does it down there, and for a good reason. It makes everything better. Just imagine putting like tons of like jam-packed umami concentrated flavor into something. That's what you get with the bouillon. It's stock. It's just dehydrated stock at the end of the day, and it's very powerful to be able to do that. So that goes in. God, it smells so good already. I love this stuff. Okay. And look, just like that, as I'm making my salsa, like 5 minutes, like I told you, caramelized onions, ready to go. I just repeated that process that I told you. I swear this stuff smells so fresh. I mean, just look at how creamy that is. There we go. Taste test. I could eat my entire hand with that. That is so freaking good. Don't mess with the bouillon, I'm telling you. Delicious. You want to try it? It's really good. Okay, now for the meat. You don't have to do this. You could just do salt, pepper, but you're going to want to do this because it's very easy and it also makes the meat more tender. What I'm doing is I'm just going to marinate it like simple, like kind of like carne asada style. A little yellow onion. Once again, some oil. We could do fresh chile guajillo or some powdered chile guajillo. A little garlic. Then one of my all-time favorites, chipotle. So good, and it adds that smokiness that you're not gonna get unless you're cooking it on a fire. Salt it with love, close it up, and then blend. Pull it out, and then this is the marinade that you're left with. You're gonna take that marinade and you're gonna mix it with you could do flank steak, or you could do sirloin. You could even do fajita. I'm just gonna do skirt. So skirt steak, as you can see, 8:30. I think it's like, what, September 1st? I don't even know. It's been like a day. It's been a full day, and God, it smells so good. Just how it is at the meat markets. Beautiful. For these beauties, just gonna do a little bit of beef tallow on the pan. Now, at any good taqueria, they're going to cook the tortillas on the same comal that they're cooking the meat, that they're cooking everything, really, the tripa, all of it. So it's going to pick up all that beautiful flavor. So you could just do that, or you could just put a good slick amount of beef tallow on your comal. And I like to use like these street tacos, like street taco size. I usually don't make tortillas for this one just because I'm cooking it in the oil. See, we got a lot of things going here, man. Very good stuff. Now here's the key difference with like taqueria style tacos. Usually you're going to use your hands, right, to flip these guys, but we got hot oil here. I'm not trying to be a hero, and this is literally what they do. They use their spatulas, scoop them all up. In this case, it's freaking hot oil, man. And then it just goes into a pot, pan, whatever you want to keep it warm with a towel. And that is actually one of the main processes to make sure that the tortillas get soft. A lot of people skip that process. You don't take this off, put it onto a plate, man, because that's going to be kind of rock hard. Okay, now here's the key. We're chopping up the meat into very, very small pieces, like as small as possible. I can't stress enough like how sad it is to get a taco that's, you know, carne asada or something, and the meat is still in like big chunks. See, this is the key to really good Matamoros style, Rio Grande Valley style taquito. It's the beef steak. It's chopped up like so small. When you go into one of these places, you're gonna hear them like pounding away. at the meat. Of course, they have their giant cleavers. I don't know if you could see like how fine that is, but that's pretty much what you're looking for. Just very finely chopped meat. All right, man, everything's done. These are the components: cilantro, cheese, meat, avocado, and then the tortillas. I mean, now you just build it. Find yourself some sort of flat surface, like this tray right here, and then just build them out, you know? Do as many as you can at a time. You don't have to be a hero, you know? Queso fresco on each one, my cilantro, avocado. Here's like the OG way to do it. Take a spoon, and then you just spoon it out. It gets you a really nice slice. There we go. Tres taquitos beefsteak con todo. There we go. That's how we do it. That's all I know how to order in Spanish. All right, man, there it is. A little bit of that salsa taquera. This is my favorite taco right here. The best. Maybe with some barbacoa next time. What do you think of that?
So good.
Yeah? That's money. Okay. Let me know what tacos I missed, and I'll make them in the next one.